Yes. You know what time it is? This is the lightning round. Buy, sell, or hold. This is your host, Charles Becco, y'all. And we about to get it started. Big shouts out to you, Eddie. I see you 1 year on Clubhouse. Baina, Lily, what's up? Man. Let me get my other co-mods up in here. And we're going to break down some tickers no matter what. I know we're starting a little late, but this is how it is. This is how it is. All right. That's it. Again, folks, welcome to the lightning round, buy, sell, or hold, stocks of crypto. I'm your host, Charles Becco. MBA, businessman, entrepreneur, stock guy. They call me the chart master. It's not the name that I gave to myself, yada, yada, yada. And we are here to break down your tickers for you. And what's going on here? I seen Lawrence pop in here. He just popped out. All right. And to my left here, we've got Megan, not to be confused with Megan the Stallion. We're talking about Megan, the financial professional. Megan, the tax strategist. Megan, introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hey y'all. Happy Monday. I am Megan. As Charles said, I'm a certified financial planner and enrolled agent, which means that I help people practice and can represent people in front of the IRS. I've been doing this for 12 plus years now, and I'm also a member of the Brooklyn Traders. I'm just here to help get those tickers to Charles and break down the charts for you live. So if you have any tickers, please send them to me on the back channel, that paper little plane at the end. Make sure you subscribe to the Day Trading Degens House so you can get notifications when we're on. And soon we will have the YouTube link pinned to the top so you can join YouTube and watch as Charles breaks down those charts so you can determine if you want to buy, sell, or hold your ticker. Charles, back to you.
Oh, that's right. We need to get that YouTube link. All right. Just give us a second while I get that generated here. Megan, while I look for that, why don't you talk about what happened in the stock market today from your perspective?
Interesting. Okay. So personally, I actually got into Square last Friday night before market close. So a lot of my profits today came from Square, came from Amazon in the morning pop, Facebook. What are some of the other ones? A lot of morning pop, and then the morning kind of stayed stagnant then from the most of the day. But I closed out in the morning, and then I re-entered some positions at night. I know Lucid had earnings this afternoon. We've popped a little bit, but not a ton. So not a lot happened on my side of things, but I'll grab you that link, and if you want to start shooting me your tickers, we'll get those up. See, we've got one ticker so far. So Charles, back to you. I'll pin that link for you.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's get this party started. All right, let's get back to the show here. And Megan, let me know when you got that link. And I know it's in the chat right now. I believe it is. All right. So what's going on with the market? So just overall, right? We're still maintaining our SPY call out. We're looking for SPY 480. Looking for SPY 480 there. I think we could kind of get all the way up there. I do see that we do have momentum on the shorter term time frames, and I do see that we also have a nice bullish MACD cross on the longer term time frames, right? Team, be sure to send in your tickers so we can break them down for you. Okay, do you see that link there? Thank you, Megan. Yeah, so to me, I'm going to be buying the dip on SPY for the next foreseeable days and weeks because I do see that it is in a bullish setup here where I do believe SPY could go much higher than where it is. Okay, we're going to move on to the Qs. Qs, you can see it's stone's throw away from all-time highs. Also has daily momentum. Also has hourly momentum. So team, just in general, both of these are very bullish, right? And so most tickers, okay, most stocks do follow the market. They do follow the market. So with that being said, okay, more than likely, more likely your stocks will be okay. Okay, I do see a crypto on here, Saitama team. There's no technicals for Saitama, right? Saitama's a pump. It don't even. I mean, I would break it down, but there's no reason. Y'all know what Saitama's about. It's a pump. People are pumping it. There's no charting. There's no technicals I can give to that. For all you Saitama maximalists out there, go for it. But just understand when you're in a pumpy kind of crypto, you'll be susceptible to some clapping. Okay. But yeah, that's just generally speaking the markets. The markets are generally bullish, SPY and Qs here. Let's just look at the first tickers. I got CGEN. Okay. CompuGen, what's going on? CompuGen got clapped after earnings. These after earnings claps, you just have to wait. You gotta wait, right? Because we don't know when the bleeding is gonna stop, right? Twitter got clapped, right? Right? It got clapped and it just kind of stayed that way, right? It's still in recovery mode here, right? This is still technically not in a long setup right now on Twitter, right? And so, team, we just have to wait. So that's Twitter right here. I know that the ticker was CGEN, right? But I'm just letting you know that overall speaking, right? When things get clapped down after earnings, you just have to watch out. That's just basically it. So that's CGEN. Let's look at the next one, RIVN. I will tell you this. Oh, dang it. I didn't spell the ticker right. Oh, it's RIVN. All right. RIVN. All right. Nice move today. Okay. Post IPO pump. And we've seen things like this happen, right? Where, Lucid had something like this. Tilray definitely had something like this where, right after the IPO, it just kind of pump. But understand, right? After the pump comes the dump. But right now, RIVN is pretty bullish here. I would not be adding, personally, any positions here. I think RIVN has a lot to prove. I think the RIVN valuations was a bit rich coming in to begin with, so I'm definitely not adding here. Definitely going to wait until we see a price, sub-IPO price for me to jump in. But for all you folks who have RIVN, you're holding it, hey man, RIVN looks good to me. What is going on? Hold on one second, team. I think my audio disconnected to my headset, which is not really supposed to.
So I'll just
go
jump
ahead.
in while Charles works on fixing that and say, Charlene, if you're available to introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hi, everyone. I am available just a little bit. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everyone. I am Charlene. I am true believer, wife, mother, newbie, trader, restaurateur. I do a little bit of everything. Welcome to the Day Trading Gents Club. If you haven't already, please click on the green house and become a member. Don't forget to click on the bell so you're aware of whenever we open the room. This is the lightning round. This is where you give us your tickers. We pull up the charts live on YouTube, and you decide whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. Please go ahead and send us your tickers via the little paper plane and or kite or the comment section on YouTube. Don't forget that nothing said on this platform is to be considered financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Over to you, Meg.
I'll just jump in and say, make sure you click the link at the top, the YouTube video. When you get in there, subscribe to the channel so that you can see the past videos, anything new that Charles and the Brooklyn Traders does. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube and hang out in there tonight. That's where we're breaking down the tickers. Probably only going to take maybe 2 more tickers because we are getting full. Charles, did you get your audio taken care of?
Yeah, yep, the audio's fixed. It was just
awesome. All right.
This thing just got
Back
crazy a little bit. Yep. Okay, very good. All right. All right, folks. So I did get one from I got one here from YouTube. and that's Twitter. So I'll just do Twitter because we were already just talking about it. Pretty much, it does look like the bears want to tap out here. It looks to me as if that possibly, right? Twitter could finally have like a nice bullish reversal. So I want a nice clean close above 54, and I believe it is time for a little reversal on Twitter. One thing I am concerned with on the longer term time frame, I do see that we recently had what's called a death cross, right? So that's the 50 crossing under the 200 simple moving average. So targets on Twitter, right? For this retracement play, okay, 55.84, $60, and maybe even the 200 at 62. But understand, right? Any kind of pop that you'll get will surely be sold off into, right? So you folks just have to be just very, very careful for that. I do apologize. I did realize that my screen was a little big. Sitting over here with these big ultra wide monitor. I'm like the one dude, typically with most people's stock market setups, they'll do like 50 million screens. That's just too much for me. I just need one big long one and a little kicker on the side, and so that works for me. So yeah, pretty much. Again, on the longer term time frame, right? Twitter's in trouble. Twitter has some problems. Okay, Twitter could absolutely hit $50 again. And Twitter may even break $50, right? Just be very careful on Twitter here. Okay, I would just play this as more of a retracement play, right? Like just a retracement back to the mean. So that's what we got on Twitter. Next up on this list, okay, we started talking about RIVN, right? So again, just RIVN, we're just not gonna, there's nothing here. If you're in, great. If you're scalping, great. At any time, this thing could come back down. Again, it's only been open a couple of days, right? So, maybe you might have a week or two or a few weeks of pump, right? We've seen it happen before, but just be very, very careful, let me put in Lucid here. When Lucid, when they started, trading, right? You had this big, huge pump that lasted several weeks, right? So maybe you could expect something similar from RIVN, but who knows? Who knows? Here's my ticker here, Lucid after hours, just barely up $1. It had been as high as $48. So, we're looking to see what Lucid wants to do here. Okay. I think Lucid could be much higher. I like the fact that it's kind of holding its gains, right? And it, again, as it gets closer, to, again, being at all-time highs, right? The pressure is being put on the shorts, high short interest play, Lucid here. Okay, we are bullish, Lucid stocks and options, and so that's our position on it. Next ticker up on the list is going to be AMC for the apes out there. Shouts out to Wall Street Bets, all you gorillas and apes and monkeys and chimpanzees and stuff like that. They can't keep a good ape down, right? The team, as long as you see a nice wedge here, you see the nice wedge pattern that's forming, right? So is it going to conclude with a breakout or a breakdown? I'm not really sure. My bet is on the apes, right? To me, they have to be the majority holder of the stock, right? And they're just not selling, right? If you have millions of people who hold the stock and they're not selling, what are you going to do, right? But yeah. Every day that AMC stays like this is dangerous, right? I see that MACD curling up there on the weekly time frame, and so hey, the day will come, right? I would definitely look for a break above 46. That's where I think all the fire and action will be. So look for a break above 46 for some interesting times on AMC. Set some alerts there. That's AMC. Next up on the list is BLNK. This BLNK here. Hey, what y'all want me to tell you about BLNK? I told y'all. BLNK was bullish. Here it is. Right? You see that? Again, another kind of like descending triangle wedge type pattern, breakout with volume. This is bullish. Bullish on the weekly time frame, bullish on the daily time frame, bullish on the hourly time frame. Okay, so I'm looking for, again, target on BLNK is $60. Okay, we talked about the team. We're here, right? So there's really nothing to discuss. We talked. I mean, think about it. We're talking about it just like we talked about Tesla, right? Like, you know, same thing, same way we're talking about Lucid, right? These EVs are going, this EV season. Okay, so yeah, Blink looks great. For sure, look for some kind of retracement, right? If we, I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen, but if you could get some kind of retracement, I guess between 40 and 42, I'd check that out. I'm sure the RSI is going to be lightning hot here. Let me see if I could take a closer peek. Let me set this to 1. All right, take a look at that RSI. Oh no, daily RSI is sitting comfortably at 75, so hey, we can keep going. The chart looks crazy, but the RSI is letting me know we can keep going. Okay, it's hot, but it's not hot. My goodness. I did see that we did pull back a few bucks after hours, but again, after such a crazy run, right? Why not? That makes sense to get some consolidation. I do see a friend here. I see Grace Aiken, Master O, Baina, and Lily. How are you guys doing? I got TSM. I think, didn't we talk about TSM? It's not. Sorry, let's cover TSM. Hey, JR, what market phase is this in? I see you on YouTube, JR. What market phase does this look like it's in right now? I don't know if you can get to the computer fast enough. Team, this is a phase 1 market phase, okay? We're looking for a break above 123 here on TSM, right? Until it does that, TSM is not interesting to me. Okay, so JR, hopefully when you watch the recording, you'll see that I'm looking out, right? All right, so that is TSM. Next up on the list is VSCO. VSCO. Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is an iconic brand, but the actual ticker is just never. I don't really see anything here. I see a descending wedge here. You just have to be careful with this. I don't really see anything here that would warrant any additional attention, right? I would just tell you to just watch it. It looks more like a phase 1, but like a descending phase 1, right? And so you just need to give VSO some time. I don't see anything here that would warrant any kind of investment or extravagance or anything. I mean, if you want, you could just be adding some long-term shares if you like it, right? But nothing that I see that's actionable unless there's some fundamentals there. And again, this is not a fundamental show. This is mostly a technical show, right? So that's what we got. I'm sorry. So that's VSCO, Victoria's Secret. Like some Victoria's Secret. Same thing with Fail Group, right? Or Phi Group. It's a phase 1 market phase, y'all. Nothing's going on with this. Again, I do see that this thing is squeezing, right? And I do see that this is a penny stock, right? So let me try to put my bear goggles on. That's my way to look at penny stocks. This chart I'm going to focus on. Got a little sneaky tip. So let me see here. Okay. The only thing I don't like about this, and this may be a death sentence to this thing, is the volume seems to be decreasing here. Right? You want to be on this side of the equation, not that. Right now, this looks more like the tail end of the move on fill. So if you're in fill, I will be out of fill. Team, I already know how these things go, right? The guys that are here, they're in here, and they're in here forever. Like 5 people turn $500 to $30,000. They tell the 100 people, and they all jump in. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go make millions, right? And they go crazy, blow their load, get crushed, and they do it again, and they get crushed, and little pops in here. And so, and these little pops is really when you want to get out, because I'm letting you know right now that this is the tail end of the move, right? Because all the volume was over here, right? You had a little volume there, and the volume is dying down here. So, team, if you're in this fill, right, and again, I don't know why y'all like playing with these penny stocks, man. Team, again, we've got options that on one day where NVIDIA was running, an option went from like 70 cents to $1,500 in the same day. 70 cents to $1,500. That's as much cooked crack as you want. And you could have had it if you wanted to play that way. I mean, I guess this is another way to play it, right? No shame on anybody's game. Okay. But that's Phil right there. Okay, I took out my spectacles for you. I took out my spectacles, my penny stock spectacles, and team, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. That's Phil. Next up on the list is WHR. WHR. Okay. Team, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. Okay. Support us as we support you. Look at WHR. Whirlpool. Okay. Hey, if Whirlpool could get down here, 225, that'll be a nice little dip buy. That's a target for a dip buy here on Whirlpool. 225, 226. Oh, yeah. This looks good. Whirlpool is not a name I think I would ever be interested in, but this chart looks good. Really didn't see too much action tonight. I mean, I guess the RIVN chart looks better, but in terms of like something you could kind of get in and get a feel for it, Whirlpool looks okay here. Okay. Ooh, weekly MACD cross right there. Momentum. Yeah, a nice pullback to 226, and you could buy the dip there on Whirlpool. Charlene, anything interesting in your day-to-day as it relates to stocks or crypto or options or anything?
Nothing big. I did pick up VA and AMD in the last hour to swing. Nothing else. I'm still very iffy about stuff. When I picked up AMD, I did pick up more VIX calls, so that too. But other than that, I'm just watching.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that AMD went into a short setup and it broke the short setup lets me know that it wants to go higher. I mean, the weekly chart looks absolutely disgusting. I mean, I wish we would just have a big giant washout in the market, because then it'll give us, like, we'll have our dip buying opportunities, man. But this market is not giving us that washout that we want, right? And so you don't want to back up the truck and throw everything at the market, but at the same time, you don't want to miss out on some of these gains. You know, there are some gains to play. There are some gains to be had here. Facebook with a monster move today. It was up almost like 4%. Kind of pulled back towards the end of the day there, like huge morning pop fade. Same thing with Square. Square was up almost 5% today. Huge morning pop fade. We did take a position. Wish I would have kind of waited here, but it is what it is, you know. It did not meet my long criteria, and so, you know, I'll see what's going on with Square by tomorrow. Again, we're still getting warning signs in the market because the VIX was positive today while the market was up. You know, kind of pulled back here, but, you know, some things to be concerned of. What else ran today? Like, you know, Twitter, Snapchat ran. But then they all ran and then pulled back, so that's what it is. And so, team, that's pretty much it for today. That's pretty much it for the tickers. Megan or Charlene, do you have anything left to say before we tap out here?
Yeah, make sure you check out brooklyntraders.net. Check out the website, see what Brooklyn Traders is all about, and then check out Sarilla Tea on Amazon. We are sponsored by Sarilla Tea, and it is amazing. So check it out on Amazon. Check out brooklyntraders.net, and we will see you on Wednesday night.
I echo everything that Megan said. We'll see you guys here again on Wednesday, because we are back again on Wednesday. Same place, same time. Click on the greenhouse, become a member, click on the bell so you are aware of when we are opening up the room. And again, visit brooklyntraders.net. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell on that too. Over to you, Charles.
All right. And with that being said, team, thank you. And God bless everybody. We'll be back Wednesday, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. Check out that Discord. Take care, everybody.